Hello everyone, this is Darryl20, and welcome to episode 35 of FTB Revelations. Today, I'm looking into expanding some stuffs. I'm thinking I need to expand my compacting drawers and my drawer setup here. Not entirely sure how well I want to do it, but let's get ourselves some drawers. That sounds like a good time, right? Hey, you're supposed to have more chests than that. I should probably at some point just say, you know what, let's be smart about some things, and we'll see. Maybe teach this thing how to make its own drawers or something. Where's my key? Key. Oh, there you are. You're already in my inventory. Good job, key. That seems reasonable, right? So the reason I'm doing that is I want to move some things around today. Well, not super too much. I just want to prepare for some stuff. Hey, there's a spider down here? I guess there's a little bit of darkness. That's cool. I'm okay with that. So what do we got in here? We got ender pearls, we've got nebulous drops, we've got stolen presents, and then we've got the woot shards. Everything else seems reasonably not too much of. We've got some enderman heads, but I don't know that that needs to be set up, right? So what I want to do is make sure that anything that we get a lot of is going to be in here. And I'm thinking we should also teach you how to make these dudes. That's storage upgrades. No, I want the void one. Yeah, that one. So while we're at it, we should probably teach you how to make this, which means you should probably also know how to make that. And how's my patterns? I requested more of these earlier, didn't I? Cool. Let's get 40 more then. Oh, we're on glowstone? That don't make no sense. Didn't I just get more glowstone? I guess not that much. I guess I didn't get that much. Do I have that many? I do. Yay. All right, that's good enough for me. So let's see, you've got that, and then I want you to know how to make those. And do you know how to make chests? You don't, so you should probably learn how to make that too. Cool. Okay. Doot, and doot. Cool, that works for me. All right, so now, can you get void upgrades? Thank you. Very kind of you, sir. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now I'm also thinking, where's my key? Offhand that guy again. I want to put you, and you in there. I'm guessing that's tier 3 and 4. Okay, cool. Nice, not too terrible. And I'm thinking the solidified experience should be in there too, because we're getting that. Right, we should probably be storing that stuff. And maybe I want an upgrade on this guy, because you always want more solidified experience, right? Like, at some point I'll be like, I need a whole bunch of experience, and then I'll, oh wait, I've been avoiding it this whole time. That's stupid of me. So yeah, we should do that. What else do we got in here? I think that's pretty good, right? Because if we go look over here, we're collecting a lot of good items, but they're kind of just chilling, right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to switch this up such that we have our white ender chest in here, right? Which means now all the resources that are produced by our woot factory are going to automatically go into our AE system, which is a good time, right? I think that's a good way to get this thing set up. Now, as a reminder, woot still drains not a huge amount of power, but because I don't have a lot of upgrades on it, right? It's still at 640 RF a tick, which is a good amount, right? But, you know, we could totally throw our rate upgrades in there, right? Is that rate 1 even? I didn't even have rate 1 still on there? I have mass upgrades. Okay, I never made mass 2 and 3, did I? So rate 3 bumps me up to how much? 3.5 thousand RF a tick. All right. I mean, it's way faster, right? Which is cool. But boy, is that a lot of RF a tick. All right, we should probably not go that crazy. Now we're at 1.6. 900 RF a tick? I mean, it's not terrible. You know. But if we check our ender pearls, 329, we should see that number bump up at some point. relatively soon. There we go, 330. So that tells me the whole connection is working with the chests and everything, and he's importing pretty well. You're doing okay-ish on power, but there's a reason that we want to make our upgrade kits, right? That's right. So let's get about 10 of you. Oh, good, you're working. You can make all that? Nice. Okay, and 10 of you. Ah, the glowstone and blaze powder is where my problem comes in. Okay. Maybe I should get from Woot. We could use our last ender shard that's unprogrammed to get blaze rods. That might be fun. We should also get into deep mob learning at some point. Just as an alternative to the whole Woot thing, right? Just for fun. But that should be cool. So if we look at our kit status, you should be crafting down here. The magma crucible and that thing. Nice, you're doing well, actually. Let's get, you guys were, I think, meant to be that, right? And then if I want 4 augments, that would be a smart move. That seems like a much better time to me, right? Yeah, because this production of blizz powder is really quite slow. Let's pop up... Hey, wrong button. Let's pop over to the nether, because we're going to need a couple things here. Let's get in here and do blaze rod for the Woot thing. And also some glowstone while we're at it. Seems like a smart move on my part. So remember, it's left click with the ender shard and then kill the blaze, right? And that'll get me some blaze rods and stuff. I'm sure I have a handful of blaze rods in the system, though I remember using a bunch. Where was that blaze farmy thingy? There it is. There's my buddy, the blaze farm. Hey, what's up, stolen present? Alright, so now you should be programmed and ready to go. Fully programmed blaze rod. I'm gonna get some, glowstone real quick, and then we'll be right back. How's that sound? Alright, let's give this a shot. So, core die... I forget, is my yeah hammer in here? Yeah, it is. Yeah hammer. Hey, wait. You and you... There we go. Cool. Then you combine with the factory base with this thing, right? Nice. Okay, yeah, hammer can go away. There's your factory controller for blazes. Let's go swap that bad boy out. So this is a tier 3. So does that make a difference, right? So if we're at 900 for tick, we're getting 2 endermen, right? Oh, that hurt. That was supposed to be a single block break. Ripperoni. Big old rip. That's okay, I think we'll live. I feel like there was something supposed to be there. Probably... Where is my... There we go. That fixes it. So your blaze... Ah, much better. Cool. So blood magic upgrades, life essence upgrade, right? Boop. 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 Life essence upgrade, altar upgrades. Perfect. Rate. Mass. And that's everything? I think that's everything. So you're at now 850 ARF a tick, 2 blaze rods. Let's, I guess blazes and those burning core things. So blaze rods is what we're going to get out of this. So let's teleport home. And let's get you back out. Blaze rods is probably what we want to throw. Both of these things into our drawer system. Yeah, that seems like a smart move. Yeah, I'll just do that. That should be fine. You and you. All right. We might need to expand that drawer thing at some point, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It shouldn't be hard to expand, right? I could probably just move my ME drive over some and we'd be fine. I don't even know what this chest is for anymore. I forget why that chest exists. I'm sure there was a good reason for it. I just have no idea what it was. Okay. So blaze rods are coming in, and then what we should probably teach you is how to make blaze powder, right? Because you don't know how to make that. I'm pretty sure a pulverizer is probably your best bet. So let's do that. Pulverizer, that. I'm going to remove sulfur from the export because if I leave it in there because it's a percentage-based thing, it'll get confused and not realize that it doesn't always happen. So just remove any percentage-based guys like that, unless you are counting on getting sulfur from it, right? But otherwise, it'll just get sulfur and not care that sulfur showed up or not. Okay, nice. All right, that's not what I wanted to do. I meant to click that button. Ritual stones? Why are ritual stones in my inventory? I don't like the sound of that. Did I break ritual stones? Only 2 of them, though? That's a good question. Did I break ritual stones by mistake? I don't think so. You're still a tier 4 altar, right? I think so. Yeah, you are. So now we're fine. Those ritual stones might be left over from... I should really clean up my inventory. From who knows how long ago. Alright, cool. Organizing inventory, back in a minute. Alright, are we good to make the 10 resonant upgrade kits now? I would say yes. Yes, we do seem good to do that. Cool. And can we also get the next tier capacitor? Are you cool? Oh, we're missing grains of infinity. That's right. That's the reason we didn't do that one. That's not that big a deal. Wow, that is a lot of Enderium, isn't it? Goodness gracious. Let's speed that up a little bit. I mean, not that I need it sped up that much, but, you know, it's me. I like doing that. Besides, you've got Lumium to make next anyway. Not too shabby. Alright, so the reason I'm doing this is to speed up our production of power so that we can get more juice coming in. And that would be cool. Alright, so now my kits should be done. And then the other augments that I want, we're going to want 18 of these, right? Because we want 2 of each. What we want, because what's in here? Oops, wrong thing. In these guys, they have 1 excitation field limiter and 1 auxiliary transmission coil, right? So what we want is more auxiliary transmission coils times 18-ish. Bada bing. Bada boom. So now, it might be easier. Will it be easier to do this from behind? I think so, yeah. Sweet. So now we're doing 240 RF each. That's pretty good. And that's without these guys. Now we're doing 480 RF each. That's pretty good, right? So that's a lot of RF per tick coming in. Hey. Not too shabby. Plus 3,000-ish? That seems pretty good. That's not a bad RF number. Now if we turn this dude on... Right, now it's going to burn through canola a lot quicker, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I think we're still going to be okay in terms of canola production, but we'll find out. And besides, we're going to get into nuclear at some point. I mean, we're going to do lots of other things for power here, right? I'm just trying to keep what I got going for as long as I can. Right? But if we're talking net gain here, we're sitting probably around 3,000. And that's with the Woot thing running, right? Because we still got blaze rods showing up. Yeah, we've got 45 blaze rods already, which is cool. And we're probably also getting ourselves a decent amount of LP showing up. Nice. Okay, so that's pretty good, I would say. That's overall very nice. So that was a worthwhile upgrade to get our power going just that much better. Okay, and now we have automated kits, which is also super nice. And I probably wouldn't mind, real quick, teaching you how to make these guys, like the full-blown conversion kits. They're just nice to have, right? Just I want to go straight from new machine to top tier, all in one click. Sweet. All right, cool. Never mind, I figured out where my ritual stones came from. Yeah, ritual stones, right? Yeah. Womp womp. We totally broke those by mistake. I think it was these two. Yeah. Oh well. Well, at least we'll be getting LP again. Right? 35, 921. I noticed I wasn't gaining LP, and I'm like, oh right, those 2 blocks that mysteriously showed up in my inventory. Now we're cooking. All right, guys, the other thing I want to work on today is maybe a Cobble Works. And I'm trying to find a way that I've never done a Cobble Works before, right? Like, we've seen the industrial foregoing approach, we've seen the pulverizer approach, we've seen the igneous extruder approach. I found something. It's probably the stupidest way to do it. I don't even know if it's gonna work. But it's worth a try. Are you guys down to give it a shot with me? All right. Here's what I'm thinking. This is really stupid. But I'm gonna do it just because. Here's what I'm thinking. Tome of Alkahestry. Alkahestry? Alkahestry. This is a nifty little gadget. It really is. It's cool in that you can use it to dupe items. Specifically sand, endstone, dirt, gravel. Resources that I would like a copious amount of, let's say. Actually, a decent amount of things you can dupe with the Tome of Alkahestry. It's nice. You can do clay. Oh, now you know it's overpowered, right? Gunpowder, nether stars, right? Uses a significant amount of charge probably to do nether stars, but hey, it's still a thing you can do. Hey, emeralds? All right, now we're talking. So the Tome of Alkahestry is interesting, right? You charge it using redstone or glowstone, right? And it needs a lot of redstone or glowstone to charge, right? Basically, it's 1 charge per redstone or glowstone, right? And then it uses charge to dupe things, right? So it looks like it uses 4 redstone to make 32 sand. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Now here's the trick. Yeah, I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Yeah, I think we can pull this off. Basically what I'm thinking is we create a system that A, automatically generates redstone, and then B, feeds it into the book, and then the book is used to create gravel, sand, and maybe dirt. And then we smelt the sand into glass, and then we have dirt, sand, gravel, and glass all being automatically produced. It unfortunately doesn't do cobble, but I mean, there's about 1 billion ways to create a cobble gen, so we can just do that, right? All right, so I think our first step is making the actual tome. Now let's see how much we have. We actually have a majority of what we need. We need a book, which shouldn't be too hard to make at this point, right? Should get up a cow farm at some point so I have more leather going on. So all I really need is the Eye of the Storm, which is a charged creeper drop, and a slime pearl, which is a slime drop. So basically we need to find slimes. It says drops from slimes. I don't know which slimes. I'm assuming just green slimes, right? And then Eye of the Storm is a charged creeper drop. So where am I going to get a charged creeper from? Do I have anything that can do lightning for me? All right, somebody refresh my memory. But I think... Do you make lightning, or is it only the binding ritual that makes lightning? It might be only the binding ritual. Not ideal. Not ideal. I think it's only the ritual binding that makes lightning. I need a way to make lightning. I think binding agents are not prohibitively expensive. Probably just make a couple bound tools. Let's see, a couple gunpowder. Like if we tried 6 of these and we didn't succeed, I'd be okay with that. Right? So if I put that in there, that should be binding ritual. Right? And then we would want a few swords. Meh. Might work. Let's call that enough. Well, yeah, we'll call that enough for now. Alright, let's find like a couple creepers together. Hey, you guys. That's right, don't blow up too early now. Come on. Is that not real lightning? Because I'm going to be really annoyed then. That may not be real lightning. It may just be visual lightning. If that's the case, then that stinks. Alright, Bound Blade goes into the trash. That did not work. I was hopeful, but alas, disappointed. Alright, other ways to make lightning. Alright, I might have something here. I think it needs a slime pearl drop, but let's see. Maybe the Hunter's Handgun. So I'm thinking that's what you use in the magazines, right? I think that's true. Because Reliquary has some cool and powerful stuff, right? Lots of things. All kinds of cool things from Reliquary. But I'm thinking the one that I'm looking at here are these guys. There's a bunch of different shots, and one of them I found is called the Storm Shot, and it says it charges creepers. And I think that's fired from the Hunter's Handgun. So I think we get a Hunter's Handgun, then we can charge a creeper, then we can kill it, and that would be cool, right? Is there anything else that, like, charges creeper ceramic block? I'm looking for something that says, like, it'll charge creepers or something. Creeper charm, creepers can't see you. Charges creepers. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to want. Okay, cool. So we're going to want one of these. What don't I have? Oh, a button. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't usually have buttons laying around. So that's one of those, right? And then we're going to want the barrel assembly. Magma cream, barrel assembly, check. This seems to use a lot of drops from mobs, which is fine. Blaze, give me like 30 of those. Wow, we have a lot of blaze rods. Haha, cool. Loving it. So that would be you, and we need the empty magazine as well. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, that's everything except for that slime drop, right? Now for the storm shots, let me get a few of those. Now I have to find slimes. Now slimes spawn at night, not only in slime chunks now, right? But also in, like, swamps. So you think a moor would have slimes? Because that's kind of a swampy... You think there'll be slimes in the moor? It's kind of like a swampy area, right? What else we got here? Maple woods, tundra... Tundra... I'm thinking moor might be my best bet based on what I've found so far. Grasslands... Let's head for the moor. To the east. And away we go. Oh, hello. It's raining, too. Does that help? I don't even know. But, like, moor's kind of like a swamp, right? I feel like it might be. I might be wrong about that. Because I would think the moor would be, like, you know, lower elevation. This seems like higher elevation. But maybe I'm crazy. And I'm assuming these slimes need to drop from the green slimes, not anything else. Yeah, I saw, like, literally 0 slimes. Like, slimes and witches you can find in swamps, right? So there's a witch's hut. Not loving it so far. I'm also not liking the rain. That's not helping me. Why don't I fly around a little bit and see what I can't find? So I found a quagmire, which looks kind of like a swamp. And slimes can spawn in swamp biomes between 50 and 70. So this thing is not that high up, but I'm not seeing one. So I'm thinking maybe not. Also, they have the highest chance of spawning during a full moon, which is what I made it. Courtesy of sleeping and going forward in time with the whole blood magic-y thing. But I'm not having any luck. This looks like a magical forest, right? Yeah, magical forest. I don't think slimes spawn in that one, do they? I don't know. Keep an eye out. If I don't find one soon, I might have to go hunting for a slime chunk. Alright, so failing the ability to decide what a slime chunk... Or failing to find a slime. I think it's probably a... Let me put away some junk, by the way. Wow, I have a lot of junk. Let's use the Slimealyzer to find a slime chunk. Does that sound cool? This is from Open Blocks. And I think it just turns green when you're in a slime chunk. So I'm just going to go looking down in the Y level depths. And once I find a slime chunk, then we can clear it out and get a slime spawner going on. Huh. Oh, there's going to be slime chunks around here somewheres. All this mining we did, there's got to be a slime chunk. I think you just hold it in your hand, and when it turns green, that's a slime chunk. If I'm not mistaken, that's how they work, right? I would have expected to find one by now. Come on. Oh, hello. I was about to question if this thing works. Alright, so this is technically a slime chunk, yes? I'll attest to that. Yes, that should be a slime chunk. So then let's get our destruction gadget going, right? And what I'm going to do is probably start destructing. Right, let's clear out the chunk. That looks pretty well cleared out. Okay. That's pretty cool, right? Okay. Let's do... I'm just going to clear out like a decent area. Actually, undo that one. Okay. That looks cool to me. What do we got down here? Is this a Oblivion hive? Neat. Okay. And you know, Draconium I'll take. I think I have a pouch. Yeah, I do. Okay. Boop. 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 Alright. I like the looks of this. Now what I wouldn't mind, and I'm probably using some booster card here. I can never remember how to check the infinite energy, but if I dropped a Feral Flare Lantern in this chunk, that would be a cool way to keep this area well lit. Okay. Right? That sound like a plan? I like it. Huh, that was weird. Alright, that's good enough for me. I'll take it. Alright, so that's... should be a slime chunk, right? Now they need... let's also bookmark this. New bookmark, slime chunk, in theory. And what we're going to want... How am I for cobble? I think I should have a lot of cobble, right? In theory? Yeah, I do. Cool. Let's choose cobble here as our block of choice. I'm going to put you away. We're going to get out our building gadget. And you are going to build a horizontal wall, right? And the waypoint here can go off for the time being. I just want to mark it. But let's put you in horizontal wall mode. That's actually feeling pretty good. Or do I want like a build to me type function? No, I think we're cool with that. We'll horizontal wall this up. Do not do place on top though. That feels pretty good, yeah. Okay. And then we want another one, like 1, 2, 3. We'll give it a 3-block height. And that should be a pretty good doohickey, right? And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I'll build it off of this wall. So 1, 2, 3 block height, and then we do that. Okay. And that sounds cool. All right, so now what I want to do is basically drill through these several layers and then move away, right? And then the hope is, now slimes will spawn, will not spawn within 24 blocks of a player, and despawn over time if there's no player within 32, right? So let's call this the center of the room, right? So that's X280. Right? So 24 from X280 would be 56, right? Am I mathing that right? Yeah, 56. So 256 is about where we want to sit to be right about where we want to be, right? So like right here is about where I want to stand for my best bet at slimes spawning over there and not despawning. Okay? And now we just play the waiting game, I think. So I moved my position back a few more blocks, like 248. It's going to be just a little bit further away, but that should be cool, right? That should be good. Hold on, nobody panic. It's a slime! I almost want to, like, mob imprisonment this dude because he was so annoying to get. Can we make one of those? We could maybe make one of these. No. Soul file? Yeah, should we get one of these and capture the dude? Oh, I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting here for like half an hour. I was literally about to give up. I was like, is slime spawning broken in my game? Like, what is going on? And then I was literally about to like run away and give up on this. And then suddenly I saw one. And I'm like, all right, that was way more difficult than I expected it to be. So why don't I capture him in the soul vial? Yeah. Oh, that's not what I want. Turn off that. Yes, much better. I even like checked the seed and threw it in one of those like websites where you can check for seeds. And I was like, I wonder, right? Like, I don't know. Like maybe the slime finder's wrong. And like, no, the website was like, yeah, that's a slime chunk. And I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, it says it's a slime chunk, right? So from Ender.io, we can make the mob spawning doohickey, right? I think we can do that. And then we can kill a bunch of slimes. Now that needs power, and that's it, if I remember correctly. Now I'm just debating where I want to spawn this thing at. So we're going to need the spawner, whatever it is. I forget what it's called. It might just be called spawner or something like that. It's one of these dudes. Soulbinder. Powered spawner. That's right. Powered spawner. I'm remembering this now. So you have to combine this in an anvil, right? Combine with a broken spawner and an anvil. All right, cool. Right? So we have cave spider and silverfish, but we can combine this and the soulbinder to set the mob type, right? So we get a soulbinder, we combine you two, we give you the 8 experience that you need. Go. And then that will get me a slime spawner, right? And then we get a powered spawner, right? And that just needs a couple of these. We might have an extra vibrant alloy or two. Yeah, we do. Right? And then a Z-Logic controller, which is a head, 2 solarium. I always need a little bit more solarium, right? How am I for gold? All right, never mind. We're not gonna go overboard on solarium. But you guys combine there, and then we'll get our redstone and silicon. And that should be cool. That takes a lot of power. Right, though? Cooking right along. Alright, so with that stuff combined, we've got our powered spawner now. Just waiting on this dude, who's at 90%, so he should be done pretty quickly. And that should be an empty soul vial and a broken spawner of slime. And then we combine these two in a vanilla anvil with 16 levels, huh? Bada bing. Bada boom. Alright. Now, Flux Networks. Okay. Give me a flux point. Bing, bang, boom. And because these are slimes, I'm not going to set up too much of a dark room. Like, I'm just going to literally spawn them out in this area here and let them do whatever, right? Do I have enough for you? I don't. I'm literally going to just borrow a capacitor here real quick. Double layer seems fine to me. Right, and you're spawning the slimes. And you need a little bit of power. And we might have a more advanced spawning system at some point. But for now, I feel like this should be sufficient, right? We kill a few slimes, we get the thing we need, and then we're done. And if we need more in the future, and I think... Alright, yeah, that's a lot. Let's make you active with signal. All the slimes. And I can spam click if I want. This is actually not a bad way to get those ghost doohickeys. Hey, cool, slime pearls. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Do I have you still? I do. Okay, cool. So slime pearls are good. The powered spawn are good. Flux point goes back. We've got our slime pearls. That means we can get our hunter's handgun, which is cool. Now, how do I load you? I don't know. You got some flickering going on. What do you do? Storm magazine. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, there we go. Sweet. All right, now we need it to be nighttime. And we have to find creepers. Where you at, creepers? Oh, hey, we found a slime chunk. A little bit easier than the last one, huh? Now, any creepers we do find, we want to be a little bit careful with. Oh, hello! That works beautifully. Sweet, and we got our Eye of the Storm already. Well, that was far easier. Whew, let me tell you, that was not easy. The slime was the hardest part. Now that we've got a slime spawner, not so much worry anymore, right? But just figuring out, like, what do I have that will let me charge a creeper? Like, how can I force that to happen in a legit way? I like it. All right, so let's put you away. We've got some slime balls. We've got some drops. Right? I'm going to put this stuff away from Reliquary, and we've got our Eye of the Storm, which means now we should have everything we need to make our Alkahestry tome. Sweet. All right, cool. So now the Tome of Alkahestry, right, we can combine in a crafting table with redstone or redstone blocks, but we can automate this in a much better and more sane approach, right? But that gets charged, right? And then we combine you with sand. And we have 10 charge on there now. We take the sand out, and then we have 6 charge. Cool? Cool. All right, so the next episode, what we're gonna do is automate that. I think. I hope. I think we can do that. I think it'll work. It's crazy. Just crazy enough to work. All right, Darryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Next episode, automating a Cobble Works using the Tome of Alkahestry from Reliquary. Is it the most efficient way to do it? Nope. Is it different though? Yup. So hopefully that's cool. All right, guys. Catch you next time. For now, take it easy.